And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 930. And congratulations to our warriors, and thank you for the support. We have officially crossed 22,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hey, my soundboard still isn't working. But of course, you know, today is Fuck Bitcoin Friday. So please feel free to unsubscribe. Too many people. We know 22,000 people don't like us. So let's get those numbers down a little today. Let's see if we can work on that. Today's top stories of the day. Coin Center takes aim at unconstitutional SEC redefinition of exchange. OlympusDAO co-founder doxxed lawsuit claims to unmask Apollo, and North Korean Lazarus Group allegedly behind Ronin Bridge hack. That and much more. But first, what's going on with these prices?
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at our prices for today. Bitcoin pretty much going nowhere at $40,057, down 1.5%. Ethereum, $3,009, down 1.4%. Binance Coin at $4.15 is down 0.16%. XRP sitting at 77 cents is up 7% today. Solana at $100 is down 2.6%. Cardano sitting at 94 cents is down 0.2%. Terra Luna sitting at number 9 is $80, down 5% today. And Avalanche at $75 is down 4.7%. And our biggest gainers for today, MetaCyber up 484%. Metaverse VR up 337%. And Probably Nothing up 184%. Gotta love the creativity of the crypto world. It's probably nothing, and you are correct. Dump it, get on out.
There it is. All right, want to give some quick shout outs as well. What's going on? Cario, Lara, Satoshi Slim, Richard Johnson, Wendy Nichols, Blockchain Birds, Satoshi Slim, 22K and 22. That is crazy. The year 2022, we put up 22,000. There we go.
Hey.
Lamar West, good morning, Crypto Warriors and Gentlemen Crypto Tribe. Yay, F Bitcoin Friday, J.E. Walter, what's up? Heavy Productions, Richard Johnson, Kadeem K, Blockchain Bully, J.E. Walter, I think I said it twice. Good morning. And welcome to the stream, everybody. Real quick, want to give a shout out to today's show sponsor. Once again, giving a shout out to our long running campaign partner, iCoin Technology. You can check them out at iCoinTechnology.com to get that hardware wallet, a cold storage wallet made easy. You can house your Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as your NFT assets on it. And they are already talking about doing future upgrades and all types of stuff. Of course, it's an air gap hardware wallet, which means iCoin's wallet uses a rear-facing camera to import blockchain data. So your wallet never connects to a network at all. So again, iCoin hardware wallet, you can also find them in the Verizon store. And of course, be on the lookout for the Wiz Khalifa partnership they're doing as well. Shout out iCoin wallet. All right, top story of the day. And believe me, folks, we were talking about before the show, we probably should have took a week off as well. Like literally looks like all the journalists took off this week from last week's Bitcoin conference, which is expected, but we'll probably be seeing those bigger stories and bigger pieces next week. Now that they probably had a week to take off and work on those stories, I think we'll be seeing those big feature pieces next week, hopefully. But again, top story of the day, the DC-based nonprofit believes the SEC is making a gross overreach with its new proposed definition of exchange, as it would include the means of communication and not just trade. That is right. SEC doing the SEC things. Nonprofit blockchain advocacy group Coin Center has called the Securities and Exchange Commission's proposed redefinition of an exchange an unconstitutional overreach. The lobby group made the comments in a written response to the SEC's March 18th amendments regarding the definition of exchange, which details changing the meaning of exchange from a system that brings together the orders of a security to one that, quote, brings together buyers and sellers. That is actually crazy. I mean, a grocery store could be an exchange under this definition. Like literally, anything where people trade anything at all could be an exchange. Again, bringing together orders, which are things, is very different to bringing together people. And Coin Center says the latter is tantamount to coercion. The rule change suggests that communication protocol systems are also exchanges, which may bring in programmers who merely share code for a crypto trade. The proposal becomes an SEC rule. Decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap and PancakeSwap would all be on notice that the commission wants them to register as exchanges. I agree. First and foremost, if the SEC in 2022 is trying to amend old rules, is not to protect people, is not to protect investors and to make things easier or to make innovation easier, or to make these barriers. No, it is literally to add another barrier. Oh shit, we didn't think about this 80, 90, 100 years ago while we were redlining and doing everything else evil to other human beings. We didn't have a time to think about this evil thing because we were literally still lynching people when these other laws were made. But now that we have the free time, let's go ahead and add in this shit too. You thought you were going to make some money and get a leg up on us. You were wrong. What are your thoughts on what's going on with the SEC and this proposed rule change?
Oh, yeah. Well, today is fuck Bitcoin Fridays, but tomorrow is about to be fuck SEC Saturdays because this is egregious. This is ridiculous. And they're trying to limit our First Amendment rights of free speech. That's all code is. Code, open source code is free speech. The ability to communicate with one computer to computer, human to human. It's all free speech. And they actually stated here, Valkenberg, a new SEC proposal has a serious change hidden within its complex language. Bottom line, the proposal violates the First Amendment by requiring a license to speak, even of open source developers. It's unconstitutional and they should change it. And again, anybody that doesn't think this has negative implications, remember, they start slow and then they constantly add on to it. If they start here, and they say, hey, well, we can basically fine you or get some money off of you because of developers, publishers, republishers. We need to control DEXs. There will be no decentralized exchange. There will be no decentralized finance, except for Bitcoin, of course, because it's the only thing that's not a security. So at this point, very egregious by the SEC. Hopefully they understand what they're doing here, which they do. They're trying to get their cut. And again, if they're changing laws from 1933, it's definitely not to help you out. It's to make sure they get their money.
And excuse me, and to also piggyback on that, a few things. Again, this is making it so broad that it can just cover everything. Now, this is one of those attack vectors I didn't see coming from DEXs. If we knew the regulatory environment would be an issue and concern, but I mean, these are the moves we talk about. People where again, your project is the best, your project the best, your project is the best. Hasn't been stress tested. The entire DeFi market is about to be stress tested. I love DeFi, love everything about it. So this would really suck if it were to happen, but it's about to be stress tested. And this all goes back to one thing too at the beginning of everything, which is if this were to go in effect, because hey, no offense, but we've already seen people will not be fighting back. They're going to yes, sir, and okay. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We're going to kiss some boots and do it. Giggly diggly do, Ned Flanders. We get it. Hey. You can't cross right now. You see that red hand up? Listen, there's no cars here and it's 3 a.m, but there is a red light. You're not allowed to cross or go. Like, we get it. We get it. You have to follow all the rules. Hey, I'm all for integration, but the law says no. I get it. Whatever, you Nazis. But my point is this. If this were to go into effect or anything like this were to go into effect, then yes, the DeFi sector would be crippled, and most things will lead back once again to Bitcoin. People, if like literally everything the regulators are doing are to cripple the rest of the market so that they can establish their own. We have our own banking structure, infrastructure already. We can do it on digital space. We have our own tokens. We have our own whatever. We don't need yours. The only thing that will be exempt to that as it stands now would be Bitcoin. So just want to also point that out when we're talking about your favorite coins out there. Will they stand the test of the stress test? Will they stand the test of time as they get stress tested over and over again? Another thing I want to say is shout out to Coin Center. You know, I know these guys are some fighters. Funny story from the weekend. You're right. So I told Bitcoin Zay this story as well. And it's funny, as I was telling Zay the story, the person who I was talking about popped up. I'm in the bathroom line. So we're at a mansion party. Now, shout out to the Winklevoss twins. We went to the Gemini party, whatever, nice mansion party, all the who's, not only in crypto, but like literally of technology. We mean people who used to work at Facebook, work here. Everybody has a Mark Zuckerberg story or whatever type of deal. It's one of those parties, but it was cool. It's younger people, older people, all good stuff going on, right? However, there was only one bathroom. They didn't want people using the bathrooms inside. I was like, toilet. Oh, you know that?
One toilet.
hey, keep y'all dirty folks outside. So yeah, there was only one male bathroom or whatever. So everybody, of course, is in line. As they go in line, they realize there's only one stall or whatever. 30-minute line. People are trying to cut, put on all the moves, whatever. I'm just like, hey, all I know is who's in front of me. I'm not paying attention. Suddenly, a couple of guys come up, talk to the guy in front of me. They're trying to cut the bathroom line. Listen, folks, for them to even do this to me, I was just like, come on, I'm not new to this. But these guys are trying to talk to this guy to cut in front of him. Actually, they weren't trying to cut in front of me. They were trying to cut in front of him. And shout out to the guy. I forgot his name off the top of my head. I have his IG, but he's actually the guy who found the location and everything for the party and stuff. So he's like the who's who guy of the party. I set the party up. I know everybody. Yeah, I know we only have one bathroom. I forgot to get this thing done, but I'm in charge, kind of. So because this let me cut in front of you. This is how he's basically talking to the guy in front of me.
You ain't that much in charge when you only got one bathroom. Why you ain't have at least two? Yeah.
So we're like 2 minutes away from the bathroom stall, and the guy in front of me, basically like with a straight face, he was like, yeah, bro, you definitely not cutting in front of me. He said something along those lines. He's like, you out of your mind, you cut in front of me. And the guy was like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, man, I'm about to cut in front of you. And he kind of started sliding back toward me. So he started talking to me, of course, because you know how the game go. So another couple of minutes goes by, and as I'm about to go in the bathroom, I was like, hey, man, honestly, if I even have to really use it, I'll give it to you because I like the attempts. But I was like, you crazy if you think you're gonna do me like that. So we're like all talking in code, and he's like, no, I feel you. He's like, I figure I wasn't gonna get you, but he's like, I'm just gonna slide, I'm gonna slide right next to you. I was like, whatever happened after me don't got nothing to do with me, but that's on you.
I'm good now.
He slid behind me. The third guy ended up being the bitch of the group. It is, hey, people, we tell you, even in the room full of guys, we will still identify ourselves. It ended up being the third one. He got the guy behind me. He took a good look. He was like, yeah, I'm going after you.
That's the one.
I was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm telling Zay this entire story at the bar, or at the, you can't say the bar. I guess where they're serving drinks, where it was all free drinks. You know how these places are. So I'm telling Zay this. We're getting some drinks. And suddenly the guy in front of me comes around. I'm like, oh, that's the guy right there. I was like, hell yeah. He was like, because I was telling Zay, I was like, man, this dude thought he's about to punk everybody for a bathroom spot. The guy in front of me wasn't going for it. And I was like, I wasn't going for it, but the third guy went for it. So when the guy in front of me came around, I was like, this is the guy right here, man. He tried to cut him from the bathroom line. And Zay was like, oh, I know him. That's
Niraj. That's Niraj.
Yeah. So Niraj on Twitter, I guess, who also works for Coin Center. We started talking after that. And he just had me laughing. He was like, hell yeah, man. That don't got nothing to do with he was like, this is man code. He was like, I don't care who did what at the party. He's like, I know it's everybody here. He was like, this is man code. We're in the bathroom line. I was like, I like this guy already. So we're talking. I'm like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I work for Coin Center. I was like, Coin Center, rings a bell. And he's telling me what they do and how they stand up for Bitcoin and their views and ethos on cryptocurrency as a whole. I'm just like, man, we do the same thing, whatever. And the whole time we're talking again, this is when he didn't see Isaiah. I'm like, yeah, this is my business partner. And they know each other. And they're like, oh, man, you guys got a great podcast, man. Yeah, whatever. So shout out to Niraj. And I said that long story. Yeah, there we go. Make sure you follow Niraj on Twitter.
Coin Center, yeah. Crypto policy think tank. But yeah, you got to have some balls to go up against Congress for years. And Niraj is, if you follow him on Twitter, you see he ain't playing. He ain't playing. He's hilarious, but he's not playing.
And that was my point with the story. And I started following at that. My point of that entire story was like, it is great to find like-minded people in this space with different positions of different companies and stuff. And like Bitcoin Zay said, him being a representative of Coin Center, it's like, I know he's fighting people. Like, you know what I mean? My man's just held it down on a 2-man press in the bathroom line by himself. So trust me when I say, I know when it comes to the regulators and stuff, he's fighting. Just from our conversations about Bitcoin and stuff, he's fighting. So again.
Oh, yeah. I know the third dude that he skipped, he works for the SEC. Little bitch.
Oh, I know, right? The one that he actually got off on.
Yeah,
right?
The one that actually got on. Yeah, he got him at 30 line. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
People like to work for the SEC. Get you out of here.
But again, shout out to Coin Center as they take aim at unconstitutional SEC redefinition of an exchange. And again, people, this is big balls too. And the reason why, or the female versions, wherever you call it, I don't know. I've been in locker rooms, my bad. But in general,
you got big ovaries.
There we go. Hilarious. This is big cojones. This took a lot of gumption because you are going up to the gang steps. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't poke the bear. They don't touch the SEC. They try to be as invisible as possible. So hopefully they'll be left alone for as long as possible. Right. But this is a organization that's saying, hell no. No, we coming right at your doorstep. We don't care if it's the government or whatever. What you're doing is wrong. So shout out to Coin Center for continuously to fight. Want to definitely highlight them in today's show. All right, let's check out some quick comments before we go to the next one. I know some people are laughing. What's going on, Nappy Ways? Reno Gamble said all those smart guys at Wall Street, they couldn't come up with a better financial system to be more inclusive. That's because they don't want it.
That's on purpose.
That's
we want to
cool.
include these normies.
Right, exactly. Let's see. Janine Hayes says, stopped in my favorite coffee, no coffee, because their point of sale access got shut off like an exchange, cutting off access to your crypto. Light bulb, immediately moved every stitch of my Bitcoin to a private wallet. There you go, folks.
It only takes one experience for you to be like, if this actually happens, it's over for me. So it'll catch you up real quick.
There we go. Oh, yeah, really quick, want to give some interim shout outs. Today, 4 p.m. PST, make sure you check out Crypto BREYZEHN, and we will be introducing Kaylee as well for their new NFT show, Critically Crypto. Let's see. Alec G said, we went to Sugar and it was girls in the stall, the men's bathroom. They walked out and asked, did you at least put the seat back there? I don't know what y'all in the chat talking about right now. I started reading these chat. I had to start reading out loud. Like, let me finish this in private first.
Hey man, I thought we was equal. We using both. Everybody use each other's bathrooms. Ain't no more.
Oh, they talking because there's only one bathroom. Okay, all right. I was lost. Shout out to Rue Black Rue. If you missed his altcoin show, if you all are into altcoins and DGen life, he has a show on Saturday and Thursday nights. Yesterday he was talking about the WEF, World Economic Forum tokens they were going to be having. So if you're into altcoins and all that good stuff, check out Black Rue as well. Let's see who else we got in the chat real quick. Let's see. Coin Center doing a reenactment of ragtime, said Reno Crypto. Quit pissing on our grass. Hey, you know people was doing it out there.
Oh yeah. I saw a bunch of people hitting trees and bushes.
Let's see, what else do we have going? Bitcoin's age. You ever connect with 19 keys?
I did not. Missed them this time too. Too busy.
All right. Okay. OlympusDAO co-founder doxxed lawsuit claims to unmask Apollo. Another doxing is in place, folks. An early Olympus investor alleges he was cheated out of millions of OHM tokens when key smart contracts were rendered inoperable. Again, somebody's crying about something being in beta. This is the thing. You know what? Really quick, I want to point out too, there's a lot of what is it called in this space? There's a lot of news, information, newsletters, YouTubes, podcasts who will give you one side of these coins and deals. And I do distinctly remember an Ethereum based newsletter, always talking to OlympusDAO. And it's like, I never hear them talk about the bad side of everything once it goes down. I just hear about the good stuff. So again, a lawsuit filed Thursday in the U.S. District Court for Connecticut alleges that co-founders of the OlympusDAO decentralized finance project cheated an early funder out of nearly 4 million in OHM tokens, which are worth now at least $20 million. What is going on with this case here?
Oh man. So as they say here, in what may be an unprecedented case testing the limits of pseudo-anonymity and decentralized autonomous organizations, the lawsuit names a Connecticut resident as a supposed identity behind Apollo, one of Olympus's pseudo-anonymous co-founders. So they reached out, of course, to Daniel Barr in the lawsuit, but if you didn't know, the project sought to establish its digital currency through a mix of memes and game theory, but famously tanked 95% this past winter. I bet you that wasn't in the Ethereum newsletter. The price actually got to $1,300 in October, and now sits at $28 on CoinMarketCap.
I didn't know it went that low. Goodness gracious.
I mean, it just nuked after that. So the complaint in the lawsuit filed Thursday, Australian-based investor Jason Lang says he agreed to promote. He got paid $50,000 to die in a private funding agreement in exchange for 4 million POHM, which is why I always tell people, if you do deals with these companies, if you take the tokens, sell them. Do not try and stick around, because even if the value goes up, sell while it's on the way up, because you never know what can happen. And he says that the money raised in the private funding round will go to a company that doesn't actually exist. And this is crazy that OlympusDAO will even last this long. So this is a shit show all around. I mean, the way they started out, they had 10,000% APYs. I mean, on their staking. So you should have seen that there was some things up from there. But I think you'll see more of this as more people create DAOs. You may have some people that have nefarious dealings. And unfortunately for them, this project is dead. And let me see if I can find a chart here.
That's actually crazy, because I didn't know. I stopped following it, so I didn't realize they had even went down that bad. But I thought they were still like being hyped up left and right, because like I said, I gotta call them out, because I call them out when they do good things. Bankless is talking about OlympusDAO just like they were. A few other projects within 72 hours or weeks or months later got flipped upside down. It's like, bro, I didn't see the follow-up story about this. Like, what's going on? Like, you can't just throw one story. And I might be wrong. Maybe they did follow it up with a story, but I don't remember seeing it.
That's October 12th, 1300, right? I mean, Jesus, just fell off a cliff. Down into the toilet. Who knows how low it can go? But yeah, this project is dead, buddy. Dead on the
I would say, if you do believe in it, I guess it's a sale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. The project sought to establish its native Ohm token as a digital reserve currency through a mix of memes and game theory. All right, folks.
So you're gonna build your house on sand.
And see, this story also points out, this is what I want to point out really quick. It says, is OlympusDAO an honest Ponzi? Like, all right, switch out OlympusDAO with Terra Luna for me. How about that, folks?
Switch out whatever.
Hey, listen, I just put the link in the chat. Feel free to call in if you guys smoke about anything I've said in the past or just recently said. 5252crypto.com. Thank you for the tip. Like, share, and subscribe. Get the masterclass. Get a strategy and execute. The markets are evolving. King and Profit really be getting to the bags in real life. No cap. Blessing and motivation. Crypto content kings. Cheers. Hey, 5252. I know we talked on Twitter. I'm glad you actually just sent that, so I can actually right now put you on today's to-do list, because I did. Let's see, 5252 crypto mining. All right. Perfect, because we did talk. We talked at the conference. 5252 cryptos into mining, amongst other things. And JP, I was about to meet with JP. I hit him up on Twitter real quick. I was like, meet me in 5 minutes by the bull. He missed it. I was like, bro, dude, I had you right now. Like, I had everything you needed, but it's all good. I'm still gonna make that connection. So hopefully you all can figure out some business on your end. And again, that's the cool thing. I mean, we brought in a real miner. We got people getting into mining. Match made in heaven. There we go. Let's see. But yeah, feel free to call in. Any smoke you got for anything out there in the Bitcoin, blockchain, and crypto space, Zay?
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with what's that project? I can't remember the name of it, but it's a lot of people promoting it now. Once I get it, I may be able to say it again. But yeah, it's a lot of projects that are coming out now that people are trying to say are better than before. How many times have we heard that, King? Same stuff, same shit, different toilet. So nothing right now, except for, people are going crazy with Luna, but we'll see how that ends up. Yeah,
I haven't seen this fervor for a project before. One thing I also say, to go back toward the conference, hilarious. So I got to tell people about the last night. So I worked the entire conference. I said Saturday afternoon, I would start going on vacation. Saturday afternoon, I went on vacation. And to many people's surprise, they found out they really can't hang. Shout out to all the people listening. They know what I'm talking about. Hey, shout out to our team, content creators out there. I was joking with a few people yesterday. So the last night, we posted up at, what was it called? Booby Trap?
Yeah, Booby Trap. Yeah.
Booby Trap, a gentleman's establishment. Zay wouldn't wake up. Zay was tired from the week. He had to take a nap. Hey, folks, I went out about 11:50 by myself, bounced around a few places. By 3:30, 3:45, we was at Booby Trap. And we didn't leave till about 8:45, 9 a.m. I think Zay got there like 8 a.m. Posted wings and all. But
24 hours, the best club in America.
But I'm bringing up this club, not just to bring it up out the blue, because there was cryptocurrency involved. There was Bitcoin involved. Bitcoin Rodney was at Booby Trap. I see how the play works. Okay, so it's a double-sided thing. So he goes to Booby Trap. For those who don't know, Booby Trap is against the gentleman's club. It's a big strip club, all right? It's turned up. Like I said, Jamie Foxx got there like 5 a.m. So Jamie Foxx was supposed to headline. He gets there like 5 a.m. So I'm like, oh, this thing just getting started. Like, Miami don't play no games. I was like
24 hours, baby. I'm going back today.
Hey, I was like, y'all don't play. I was like, I've been here for an hour and a half and it's just getting started. So 5 a.m. Jamie Foxx walks in, whatever, about 5:30. And my point is, so Jamie Foxx walking in, there's like this big, Jamie Foxx is in the club, blah, 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 what you call it? I can't remember his name, Bernie Mac character. He hit the green money button. There's money upstairs, girls. They run upstairs and everything, all that's happening. So, but as big as his introduction was, you could literally tell Bitcoin Rodney probably frequents that place. One, Bitcoin Rodney name was on the sign outside. But when he walked in at like 5:30, 5:45 a.m., literally like they just shut it down. Bitcoin Rodney on every TV. No, it's TVs around the club. They got Bitcoin bees on every TV. And it's just like songs and dance. He comes in with like 40 people or something. I'm just like, bro, you have to be fucking kidding me. Like, this is people's introduction to Bitcoin right here. I love it. Like, whatever. Like, so he's in there, whatever. Bitcoin talking, you know, he gets on the microphone, Bitcoin riding, blah, blah, blah. And then him and he introduces Jamie Foxxworthy, I guess, as Jamie's about to perform. And he's like, me and Jamie about to have some projects coming up, whatever. I really feel like Jamie Foxx learned his lesson from that first one he was being back in 2017, 2018. Because as soon as Jamie got the mic, he was like, yeah, we're going to be a lot of good things are going on tonight. He was like, well, right now we're just about to be singing all night. That's all that's about to happen. I was like, oh, yeah. He backpedaled off that project so quick. But yeah, it was pretty funny to see that at the club. And I don't know, my thought was that the double-sided thing was, for one, this is people's introduction to Bitcoin. It's like literally Bitcoin Rodney is their strip club, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. introduction to Bitcoin. And then on the other side, I was like, honestly, probably at least like 50% of the club don't know what he's talking about, what Bitcoin even is. So I was like, there's also probably a lot of people like, I don't know, just some dude with money in here turned up. So who knows? But that was my booby trap story for everyone who couldn't hang. Everybody swore they could hang in Miami until you sitting at a strip club eating wings at 7 a.m. with a straight face about to turn up when you get finished. All right. Peter was on first. What you got for us, Peter? What you about to say?
I said, oh yeah. It's not for the faint of heart. That's all I got to say.
Peter Beach, what's the deal? What you got for us today?
How are the titties?
Hey, what's the word? What you got for us?
Hey,
how are those titties?
Hey, you too. Honestly, I wasn't even paying that much attention. I'm more of the type. I go on like some business stuff in the club, man. I'm posted up, like I said, eating wings, drinking my drink,
that's what I say. Eat wings, chilling. It's a good view.
They should do like tit coin.
There we go.
Oh, they got strip coin. They got strip coin at Booby Trap. Yeah, I paid for my brother's his, what do you call it, bachelor party. I paid for his bachelor party at there, or with strip coin. So they do have crypto too. I tried with Bitcoin or something else, but they was like, we already have strip coin. I was like, all right, bet. And I was the first person ever. So it's dope. It's funny.
Well, it was fun to watch you guys at the convention. That was it was just like being there.
Hey, it was amazing. I'm glad you had a chance to check it out too. I have to ask you, are you being the invisible man on purpose today?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I like it though. I like it.
Oh man.
Dope.
Yeah, it's just, I'm so boring. I gotta like put stars in my face or something.
There it is.
Okay, so let me just ask you something. This is my question. Okay, so Robinhood, it's such like speaking of stars in this constellation of stuff. So basically, Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter. He's trying to make this network of finance, right? So he's going for it, buying, offered something like 40 billion or something to buy Twitter.
Yeah.
And if he can get a pay system, like he made PayPal, right? Is that the story?
Yeah. He's a part of it. Yeah, him and Peter Thiel.
So this is like super power move. Like this is like, he could be a president like in some years. But the thing that I've been trying to figure out is, so Reggie's been saying lately that Bitcoin is a non-fungible token. He's saying it's an NFT. And I think this has something to do with how trackable these currencies are, right? If I'm understanding what's going on. So because that couple got busted with that money, and you, Zay, were saying maybe it seemed like a frame or something, like that didn't seem like a sincere, like a legit, like it seemed like a dupe.
Yeah, I mean,
like a patsy kind of deal.
Somebody get 100 million and they go buy gift cards at Walmart. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Well, not the smartest. Yeah, not the smartest.
Yeah. So this is, I don't know, man. It's such quicksand. Like really, there's so many things where it seems like people are just making up stories. Like, because I concede that, like, is it really hinging on whether this security thing, something about like whether they're just going to reclassify?
Do you mean as far as DAOs and stuff?
Not even. I just mean like, how do they decide how they get to seize finances of people? Like,
I
even
mean,
in
listen, that is what we are still
Mhm.
trying to figure out ourselves. But I think
seriously.
I think it has a lot to do with the military and police and a bunch of guns when it comes down to it.
Yeah, true.
But maybe it also is a tech issue, and it's sort of this line of, as long as they don't really have easy access. It's because I see the government as nets mostly. It seems like they've got all these nets out there, and they try to catch people, and they say that that is inherently part of how governance goes. But
Yeah.
the key is that if you don't get through, if you get like, if they don't catch you, then whether it was good for you or not, they didn't catch you. And they know it happens, right? They know statistically people are getting through. Like they say, I won't even go into it. I know it's already be long-winded, guys, but
No, well, we appreciate you calling in. Do you have anything else for us? We get out of here.
I guess what I think is that this we got this Masons, bigger networks, and what happens is, if people are really dealing on those bigger networks, things like symbolism become super important. And that is my theory of why Dogecoin is probably going to be because it's sort of like tethered to Elon Musk. And so as long as he's got a career that's kind of intact, there's going to be this nerd tank that just kind of keeps on floating around in his orbit. And sure enough, predictably, it will make some money. That's my totally.
You're saying, okay, I got you. So you're saying because
that.
Elon is trying to buy Twitter and the moves he's making when he's being attached to Doge will always have a future. I mean, I guess so long as he's attached to it, possibly. But then you have to look at still liquidity. Like, is most of Doge him and still 18 other wallets, or is it being spread out? And then also, I would say that's so long as he keeps Doge. What happens if he graduates to the next scam, which is your own token, and he gives you that Elon Tesla coin? So that's the next thing. But I appreciate you calling in, Peter. We got to get to 5252.
All right, peace, brothers.
All right, cheers.
Yes, sir.
Hey, 5252, what you got for us today? What's going on? Good meeting you over at the conference. You still live with us?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still here. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
We can't see you, but we
Can't
can
see
hear
you
you.
yet.
I don't know why the fuck won't let you see me. All right, yeah, but y'all can hear me. I want to say I appreciate y'all. Of course, I see y'all in real life grinding, and I'm kicking my own ass with the whole mining situation and missing y'all. I was like, damn, I would never expect to check my DMs, because you know the type of channel I got, and there's a lot of weirdos in there. But obviously, I missed that, and I'm kicking my own ass about it. So I appreciate you mentioning that on air, so everyone can know how I feel about missing that motherfucking 5-minute meeting. But
I still got you though. Like I said, I'm giving him a shout today. I got to reach out to him anyway, so I got you.
No stress, no worries, bro. I appreciate it all. Love the show. Obviously, big follower. Tell people out here to be careful in this NFT game right now. I'm getting some bags in it, flipping it into Bitcoin, obviously, and into my mining farm, obviously, and that's the whole goal with all of it. But looking for that next doodle or that next NFT that might have some weight that I can just kind of sit back and let relax while I have the other portfolios move forward, and then diversifying into the DeFi situations that you guys have mentioned. A question on that real quick, so I don't ramble too much. Do you have any thoughts on Nansen.ai, like the little site that people use to track the NFTs, to track hot DeFi contracts and stuff like that? Do you have any insight in tools or recommendation for tools to kind of try to find these different opportunities while they are fresh?
So Zay, go ahead, because you.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't do enough with NFTs. I curate NFT projects with artists, but I don't really look up that many that much. Too much. It's just too much. I got
same. But
and NFTs.
Same, but what I will say is again, 4 p.m. that might be a good time to check back in with
the NFT show.
Yep, our NFT show with Crypto BJ and Kaylee. They'll be honing down. Kaylee, all right, I'm about to tease you all again. Be upset. Give me 24 hours. We'll see. But Kaylee's already been on the Discord, dropping some NFT alpha stuff that's coming out. So they are on top of it, but we're just watching it right now. And their show will be here this afternoon, 4 p.m. PST. And then once the Discord is open, they're really active on the NFT side in there. It was funny. Yesterday they were asking me, they're like, have you bought one? I'm like, no. I've created some. If you all remember, which is messed up on OpenSea. I created NFTs when about a year or so ago to do those Breakfast Club NFTs. And that video is still on our channel as well. I think I'm not sure what I labeled it. What's going on? 5252. But I've created some of the same thing. It's just at this point, for me, it was a choice between like diving deep in NFT or just DeFi. I chose DeFi. I like DeFi a lot. But again, we got the resources for NFTs. We're still versed in them, but no, we are not super active on the websites at all.
Well, King, I wanted to mention that as far as the DeFi is concerned, Nansen has a DeFi thing in there where it's looking at the hot contracts and all that stuff. And that's why I was getting back into Nansen, because I moved away from NFTs because I got so many rug pulls, so many different things. And it was like, it was a hard, road uphill or whatever. But I got a little bit of a bag off a few things, like some random drops or whatever. I'm not going to shill the shit coins or whatever, but VFriends wasn't too bad. Megacons wasn't too bad from stacks. And so having opportunities from these little things, it's like, all right, I want to go hard into my DeFi plays and whatnot, but I wanted a better tool to see what was going on so I can kind of monitor it. And that's why I was mentioning Nansen. I'm looking forward to NFT shows. All the content y'all have is crazy. I mean, no one's doing that shit like y'all. It's unfucking believable, and something will pop off of that because it's just like generally like passionate people exposing their, energy to like other passionate people. So hats off to y'all for that off the top. But Nansen has tools in it for, I keep saying this stupid ass name like I'm trying to promote the company and I'm not, but they have things in there that might help professionals such as yourself even find the pools, maybe where you don't have to pay someone a half a ETH like you mentioned in the class back in the day to get that, quick, nice APR situation that no one knows about. It's like a tracker for not just the NFTs, but like the contracts and on like several different changes.
No, I'm with you. And for those who are listening, make sure you take that down too. So yeah, that is a popular thing that's starting to come out. Dude, you're talking about, it's kind of like they're almost like data aggregators for different whatever, right? So I have seen a couple of those on the DeFi space for APRs. You're right. One of them actually put in the masterclass. I can't remember which one it was. It was an older one, but yeah, there are a few ones out there. They are becoming more popular as more people find out about it. I think it's just like all the spaces are still so new to even like, because here's the thing, to have those platforms, they're not going to have a lot of users because what they're doing is say, we'll find the best NFT floor prices for you. We'll find the best APRs or ROIs for you. But there's not enough people in those spaces that are also really like doing it full time to the point where I'm jumping from farm to farm, NFT to NFT to even need this platform information. So I think that's the only thing right now is this knowledge. As more people start to use all this stuff, I think we'll start seeing those platforms like grow. But yeah, that's a good one. I'm glad you mentioned one, so I'll check that out as well.
I'm looking forward to the Discord when you guys open it up and everything continues to roll the way it's going, because I'm looking forward to getting into those plays. I'm looking to the trading portfolios that y'all mentioned, like, whether it's a $500 stack, $1,000 stack, 10,000, whatever it might be. So I just want to take my hats off and stop fucking rambling, go into this damn liquor store so I can do some cheers with y'all. Highly recommend Hibiki Japanese whiskey. I don't know if y'all fuck with it or not. The shit's pretty smooth. I like it. Big fan. Hard to find the bottles either in Miami or otherwise. So hats off to y'all again. Thank you for everything. Appreciate y'all, your passions and your insight, bro. Thank you.
Hey, shout out to 5252crypto.com. Hey, and by the way, he already left, or is he still there? 52, really quick.
I'm here.
What did you did you do anything? I saw you taking video at the conference. Did you do anything with the video? I'm uploading the GoPro, and I want to definitely get some of this content out somehow, some way, because there's so many. And I'll DM you or something about whatever it is, because there's just different parts of a whole bunch of shit. And it's like, whether it was Lamar with the Tesla and that gas station with the Lightning Network and all that type of technology or whatever, it's just definitely gonna get it out there, bro. All right, let me know if you need some help with it or whatever. We're here.
Thank you. Have a great one, y'all.
All right, check y'all soon.
Peace.
5252crypto.com, folks. There you go. All right, last few comments before we call it a day. Let's see. J.E. Walter. What are our thoughts on that silly-tailed eCash from the Treasury Department? Yeah, exactly. They want eCash, so we won't have to do a CBDC.
Yeah, they trying to figure it out.
Yeah, basically. All right, this will be the last call-in we have. I'm looking at the last few comments as well. Let's see. They said LOL Zay showed up at 8 a.m. at Booby Trap for the breakfast buffet. They said A-Train Crypto said, "Oh snap, Peter the kind of dude I be seeing in my sleep."
Oh yeah.
BREYZEHN, what's going on from Stacks? Hey, what's up? I got a chance to meet these brothers down at the conference. They will also be having a show. I am getting back to you all today. Trust me, we got y'all rolled out here. We're gonna have it for sure.
Absolutely. How y'all doing, guys?
Good, good. What you got for us
good,
today?
brother. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
not much, man. Double O was gonna get on, but I don't think if he can make it yet. But we're gonna ask you guys about your thoughts on Lightning. Obviously, at the show there was a lot of I guess companies with Lightning solutions. Do you think that is the easier way where people will be able to adopt Bitcoin and use it more frequently?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Especially if you want to have a medium of exchange, it's got to be cheap, got to be instant, and it's got to be accessible. So yeah, I think that'll be the wave. Layer one settlements will be more corporations, big companies, savings propositions. But layer two is definitely for medium of exchange. And then from there, I think Lightning will work wherever people need it around the world, just like it's working in El Salvador. So.
I agree.
Yeah, not only that, it's going to be in the back, like it'll be in the back end, which we've already kind of been seeing, and just seeing how we operate business. Shout out to Alec. Alec runs some of that stuff, servers and nodes and all that good stuff, as well as a few other people we work with. But it does work. I mean, it does make things fast. Again, it isn't as decentralized to me as just Bitcoin in of itself. But I mean, as we're starting to already see, people seem not to care. So I don't know.
True that. And of course, the last thing I have, I know last time I was on, we did some TA, and I told you guys we're heading down to like what, mid 30s, low 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting on that. Still wondering if it's going to happen. But so far, I think the Wyckoff pattern is still playing out with Bitcoin.
Yeah, that is right. If you missed it, check out last week's show. You did come on live and do some TA. Yep.
I can't wait. Discount time, baby.
Yes, sir.
50% discount.
When you all do your show on our channel, will you be doing TA?
Hey, we can do some TA if you want.
Hey, for the people who love to see it, why not? Give them 5 minutes of that good stuff.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Get them hyped up.
Appreciate you calling in again. I'll be on the lookout. I'll reach back out today and tomorrow for sure, so we can set this up.
All right, brother. Yeah,
take care. Good seeing you again.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right, then we're gonna have one more as well. We did not get any female voices today, so I saw Lisa in the comments, or I saw Lisa just actually join. Had Lisa on here. She's been on many times before. Astute investor, Lisa Phillips. What's going on? What you got for us?
Hey, King. Hey, Bless.
Hey.
How did I meet you guys at the conference? Like, how'd that happen? I was in front of Nakamoto stage the whole time.
Oh, that's probably why. I think I was in that space one time.
Yeah, I only went to the stage once or twice. Oh, we was in exhibit. What is it?
Yeah, we were in an expo.
Okay.
You were at the conference the whole time. How dare we miss you?
Man.
Did you see a stream? We streamed one day.
Yes, I actually saw the screen, and I think I made some comments. That was really cool that you guys did that. I mean, I met everybody who met you because they'd be like, yo, have you met I'm like, oh no, where are they? And they would tell me, but like, I just sort of stayed posted. I love the conference. It was. I was just about to
ask, how did you like it?
Man, it was amazing. Like, you're meeting people and they're like, I'm starting this coin, I'm starting this, I'm a miner for this. And I've never gotten front row access to the people that I'm investing in. And now it's like you got their contact information. So if they're going to launch something, you finally know about it first. You don't have to learn about it.
How the real game go now. Here it is.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're getting into the real crypto side.
Right. I already bought tickets for next year. There were 250.
Everybody wait to buy tickets moving forward. We're going to get a deal. Okay. I literally talked to CK the other day. Wait, everybody else, wait to buy tickets.
Well, I'll buy some more.
All right.
The resale value is going to be really good because I think they're going to run out of room. I think it went from 2,000 to 10,000 to 30,000. I mean, they're going to run out of space. So it might be a thing where you can't even get tickets, I think, in a couple of years just because of the growth. So I'm all about flipping tickets. I wasn't going to do that before, but I talked to DCG Charles and he was like, oh, flip tickets. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that too. But
I mean, it might be bad. Buy 4 tickets,
I'm over here thinking like, damn,
and then really resell them for $1,500 a piece when they come back around. That's an easy play.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I do it with crypto all the time. Like, you have this long wait for any explosion or growth, and as long as you can think long term, it works. But yeah, I really loved it. So I had written a couple books that I was selling, so I just posted up in front of Nakamoto stage with a picture of myself. And people would come up and be like, why is she standing with a picture of herself? And she's like, so what's this? And I was like, yeah, I try to help people get into cryptocurrency step by step. So pretty amazing. It was cool getting outside of our little group. But I also wanted to say, I love what you guys are doing with having all these different people and these different content creators come on your show and channel. That is a game changer. And I'm so proud of you guys. So I am loving watching it.
Well, much appreciate. Yeah, I mean, we want to make sure, you know, even if we don't talk about it, there's somebody to talk about it who has some knowledge. What are your thoughts? I got a few questions for you. Since you were at the conference, what were your thoughts on, I guess, demographics? Like, of course, we just saw some pop up about a few of the women said they made it felt a certain way. So as far as being a woman there, how did you feel? As far as being a Black woman there, how did you feel? What are some of the thoughts on that type of stuff?
Oh, I have some thoughts. Okay. So first of all, Miami's a little funny with Black people. I was in a cafe and all of a sudden it went from like 90s R&B to like Eazy-E. And I was jamming because, you know, I'm from the West Coast and they turned that stuff off so quick. And I was like, oh, y'all don't do that here. Miami was funny if you're like aware of those things, because they're like, we sort of accept you, but not like that. So that
Miami as a whole, I noticed that too. Yeah, Miami as a whole. You're right. I noticed that too.
I told you. Yeah.
But not like this. We have
but conference specific, not mine, because I'm with you on Miami. I've noticed that about Miami too. I'm with you. I was like, oh, y'all only okay. It's some underlying things going on here. It's still
yeah. It's some tension. There's still some tension down here. Trust me.
Right. And you know, depending on how you comport yourself, you get through, but they're very clear. But let's talk about the conference. So I went to some satellite parties that were networking events. And I just got to tell all of you guys, I was just sitting there by myself. And honestly, and you know, I'm really blunt, so I don't hide things. So I'm just going to tell you how I felt. I just really thought they were like, who's this Black woman? She's not one of us. And I don't care to know her. And that was okay. So I saw that happening. And so I was like, we're not doing that. I came here to network. So I had to actively approach people. I will say once I actively approached people, no one turned me away. They all were polite and a little standoffish at first. I do have my own way of being, my own little way of charming people. So I got the connection and I did get contacts and I did get included in a little bit of the inner circle. But I just wanted to say this for anyone else who's out there. They didn't turn me away when I approached them. But were they necessarily approaching me? No. And if you are a little bit more laid back, I don't know if you can make all the connections I was able to make. But if you are pretty outgoing and you don't mind going up to a group, literally, like I would say, it'd be a group of like, 6 programmers or white, whatever they were doing. All white. I'm the only Black person, period.
Wait, out of curiosity, was this the actual, you said satellite events, was this the actual part of Bitcoin or were these just different companies and stuff?
I mean, it was part of the conference, but they're like, hey,
that's why I'm asking specific, because there were like about 10 conference. Well, I don't know, maybe 5 at least conference going on around the main conference that weren't the conference. They were those satellite events. That's why I'm only asking to differentiate.
Yeah, no, and this was a satellite event around the main conference. So everyone who was at the conference went to these events. I will say within the conference, I think it was a lot more chill. Very easy to just talk to people, very easy to make connections. Satellite events, it was just like a little hoity-toity, like, who are you? That's what my feeling was.
No, I agree with you. I agree. I agree about the satellite ones, but that's what I'm wondering, like, just inside the conference center as well. Point. Yeah.
In the conference, it was beautiful. Everyone was just open to me, who everybody was. What are you doing? Even if you were new, people were really open. And like I said, you really had access to everybody. So I just wanted to put that out there because I still encourage everyone to come. But satellite events, you gotta know how to work a room a little bit more. I don't know if the men had the same issues, but I had to be I had to go up to people. It worked once I did. Once I was in, right? But like, you had to go get it. Inside the conference, you could just literally sit down to somebody and start conversation. So I would absolutely recommend it for everyone, because there's no other place you're going to get access face-to-face with software developers. I'm making a new coin, miners, and actually meet these people, get their social media, start following them, be able to DM them in this way. So I highly recommend. But that was sort of my experience, satellite versus conference. It still works, but you have to.
Oh, yeah. No, so I was going to say, in my experience, so satellite specific, all right, this is what I've noticed. It is like that. It definitely is like that. I think it's more like that. It's like that for everyone, including guys, but it's more of a who are you type of deal, because At the satellite spots, they're looking. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, I'll holler at you, Bitcoin Zay. I'm about to close the show as well. You got any last messages, Zay?
No, for me, everybody have a great weekend. Make sure you watch the shows. We got the best media platform in the world, baby. TGOC. I appreciate it.
Yep. And I'm gonna finish answering this, but Zay had to run. Check you out in a minute, Zay.
Yeah.
No, so satellite, the way the way my experience has been from what I've kind of seen, because I've been to some before and I feel the same way. They're trying to only get money at the satellite events. It's really about money. It was like it's so much either about because a lot of the people we went to their satellite thing or even at the conference, it was like we already talked to you about coming, and like if I come there, I'm only gonna be here for 15 minutes. Like, why am I here if you're not doing anything? Why are we not talking? Like, so I think they're looking for that. So for new people or people they don't know, they're almost like, oh, like, who are you? What business do you have? And if they can't readily identify money or anything, then they're like, yeah, they're like, peace out. So I do agree with you, but that is why I asked for distinction. I will say, so for me, the conference is pretty good. I did see a mix of people. I only had one little incident. It ended up being a media incident, but I had to ask because I thought it was something more personal. I'm like, yo, am I tripping? And then they were like, no media. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, you guys had me on my toes for a minute. I thought there was some weird stuff going on, but it ended up being okay. But yeah, I'm glad you could share your experience. What projects are you looking at right now? I have to ask you. I know you're always into something new.
You know what? I'm looking at new projects and I haven't researched them, but I'm looking at they're not new, but I just didn't jump on them. But like Affinity, some of these gaming coins, and Avalanche. I am pretty impressed with what they're doing in the gaming world. And I've met a lot of people who are like playing within their system as active users. And for me, the biggest thing about crypto isn't all talk. It's when people are playing your stuff and they love your stuff and they're in your world and they're trading in your world and they're making money in your world. So right now, from how much just word of mouth I got, I think it's completely undervalued. So that's my next play.
All right. And last but not least, who do you think will be this year's biggest loser? Dun, dun, dun.
I like Luna.
Uh-oh.
But I think it's peaked.
Oh!
Hold me to that. Do not hold me to it. But I'm just seeing some signs that I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. Stop asking me questions.
It's funny when you start to see the cycles though, because let's say it does have more juice left in it. It already had a good swing, right? It's kind of time to buy some Bitcoin and go to the next project. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I might trade it in and keep a few, right? I don't know yet.
I usually scrape the top and then I usually keep like almost at every project I still have a few in, like whatever. Like if they end up doing something crazy, great. If they don't, whatever. But I'm with you. I usually get the top off, like, all right, we done well. Now let's just hang around. If anything crazy happens, then cool. And if they just have a natural progression, then cool. You get 3 to 5% whenever, right? That you didn't even see coming. So there it is. Yeah. All right. Thanks again for all the comments, Lisa. Next time we got to make sure we definitely meet you at these conferences for sure. All right. Have a good one. Cheers. All right. Last few comments. Jake Fever said Elon Musk is not American, can't be president, bro. There we go. Everybody like, he is not a U.S. citizen. Let's see. Kevin Hughes is hilarious. He was talking about the translucent when I think when Peter came on, he said, I think my acid's kicking in. And then someone said, Peter, they said you had a meth lab in the back. They hope it don't blow. That's pretty funny. The wallets are traceable. I get Reggie's point, but I disagree that Bitcoin is non-fungible. Let's see. PR Art said, I said this last year, subject, SpaceX and Starlink, 4 plus Doge plus Twitter equals Tesla. I mean, I see the play. Even if he were to do it like that, would that be a violation against the SEC when it comes to securities, though? Because, I mean, if you were to buy Twitter and start pumping Dogecoin, that's pretty funny. Reno Gamble, that's the question I want to know. How much does a naturalized citizenship cost these days? You all don't miss over here. That's hilarious. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Alec G said that's a gang thing, the TM. Only the real estates. Yeah, Peter, if you come back on, you can't be invisible. That's hilarious. Everybody say, who is this invisible dude? It's pretty funny. Let's see, Lumbrados 3579. Thank you for the tip. FutureBit.io and SBC BTC miner worth it. I'm honestly more interested in the tech than probability. But what's those Miami thoughts? SBC BTC miner. I would say if you get one, probably not. If you hope to house a group of them or a room of them, then possibly. But also, if you were going to do it, same thing I was selling 5252 crypto. Again, JP from Mining Store, who we had on. And again, I talked to him at the conference. I told him I'll probably hit him up this weekend because I do finally need to get that video back to him to take a peek at and get out. But he reminded me, he's like, hey, we're doing like mining as a service. So if you have people who want to do mining or interested in getting into mining, they can't afford all the miners and all this stuff. Like as you can see, they're already set up for that. Or I say, as you can see, you haven't saw the video yet. So I released the warehouse, but they're already set up for all things mining. So with that being said, if you plan to go in it at your own, then yeah, if you're only gonna do like one or two or a few, then it probably won't be worth it. You want to do it right now. I'm seeing most people build up to get like a bedroom size mining farm in their homes. And then from there, you can continue to grow. Or you can reach out to him from Mining Store and get something going, or reach out to me direct, and I'll put you all in contact as well, because he said feel free to hit me up if your community is looking to do it. So many different ways to go about it, and that's a few right there when it comes to mining. All right, what other comments do we have? While I'm looking at comments, again, don't forget 4 p.m. PST today, Critically Crypto NFT show with Crypto Bay J and Kaylee will be on. So make sure you join and show them support and badger them with some crypto questions, information. They have it. And again, also tomorrow we do Caribbean and crypto as well with Leroy. So check that out tomorrow. That will be released. And tonight we probably have another special show from Ocean being released as well. So be on the lookout as well. Okay. Let me look at the last couple of comments. I still see some good stuff coming in. I'm seeing some funny stuff that I had to ignore too. Everybody was asking about 52 crypto. You got everybody's attention with your car now. Your car officially has everyone's attention. If you're on the podcast, check out the YouTube, but everybody is asking 52 what kind of car was he in right now. That's pretty funny. One hell of a sunroof. People say, all right, what else we have? Let's see. Chemo and crypto, that coffee should have been your Bitcoin buy for the day. Hilarious. Protect your neck, rug pull, new gentleman, the crypto show. Well, we just call out rug pulls every day. That'd be an all-day thing, man. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gonna have an NFT drop. Right. I think that is about it. I think that's about it. I'm looking at the last few comments. Goodness gracious, these comments are actually rolling in on here. Funky Fresh, it seems like Bitcoin is a teeny bopper who doesn't know what it wants, to be when it grows up. No, Bitcoin knows what it wants to be. No one else knows what, everyone else is just trying to make Bitcoin do what it wants though. So Bitcoin is like, hey, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a mayor or something. Everybody else is like, no, be the president. No, play sports. No, be an artist. I think that's more or less what's happening right now. Trek, man, get out of here. PFC Wells said, I was there the whole time and only seen Zay and King once. Ella, Trek, I don't know where you were at them satellite parties too. All right, you was another 30 minutes on the other side of the bridge. Don't try. Trek, I invited Trek out like twice to team lunches and stuff. Listen, this is the one time. Don't listen to PFC Wells in the comments. He don't know what he's talking about on that one. Hey, Trek, you one of the people I'm thinking of too. And I said I invited everybody out, and all of a sudden couldn't nobody hang. Listen, you like one of 10 too. Stop it, PFC Wells. Make sure you all check out PFC Wells this Monday too for the weekend wrap up. Shout out to Trek. He did a weekend wrap up this Monday. Also, of course, last Monday. I'm not sure how he was able to do it. I didn't have no energy left in me at all going until Monday and Tuesday for sure. So shout out to Trek, PFC Wells for holding that down also. Yep. Okay, so it looks like we're getting to the part where I said, so basically there's definitely some racial tension in Miami. I'm not going to beat around the bush. There is racial tension. Again, I'm a smooth, cool person. You know, I'm a playboy. I'm international. I done been around. I can move anywhere. So I didn't have any issues, even the high end places where it's like, clearly they're not letting in like dudes, period. I went to some place, they're not letting in dudes at all. It was like on some LA. You got 3 girls with you per dude, then you probably don't need to be here. You don't got money, you shouldn't be here. I will say that those type of places still treated me well. They still let me in for the most part. Didn't have any big issues there, but I did have to go with like, you know, I had to be on my Playboy vibes. I wasn't on some just normal vibes, but yeah, Cryptonomically, that's Florida in general. And that's what I kind of thought. I was like, I forgot that I was still in Florida. Like Florida in general, I know how it is. also as well. Stack says Serena tried to cover the topic, but she didn't know much. So yeah, shout out to Serena, Odell Beckham. I did hear, of course, they didn't know much, but they were trying to cover some topics and they seem more knowledgeable than most celebrities and stuff have been previously. So shout out to them as well. Let's see. Hey, Stack, we party with y'all next time. You already know it. Let's see. Yep, they said Miami is still in the South. I've loaded all the way up on cheap Miami coin. So I'm just sitting back waiting for that thing to do something one day at this point. If it ever does anything, I'll be good. But yeah, I'm just chilling. They said Miami is like lower Alabama. Stop it. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Let's see. There we go. A-Train Crypto. You get what I was trying to say. A-Train Crypto was talking about the satellite events. I'm pretty sure. Say, I mean, when you hit a shitcoin party, what are we expecting exactly? Hilarious. Nappy Way said they're still nerds and you're a woman. They're scared. Again, these are some of the things, everyone different experiences. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I don't think people realize sometimes. It was like, you are in a room full of nerds. Like at the end of the day, you're in a room full of nerds, no matter how much money they have and how cool they're trying to look. It's like it's a room full of nerds. So yeah, sometimes when it comes to intergender dynamics, they don't even know, you know what I mean? It freaks them out sometimes, but who knows? Let's see. What else do we have? Last few comments. I keep saying last few comments, but I see like 50 more as I start to scroll down. All right, but I think that's about it. I see it's a full moon tomorrow. It's a full moon tomorrow. Should we go long? Is that what somebody's saying? I don't know. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. Make sure you smash that like and share. Again, 4 p.m. PST. Check out Critically Crypto, our new NFT show with Crypto J Bay and Kaylee. And of course, we actually forgot to cover one story. North Korea and Lazarus Group was allegedly behind the Ronin Bridge hack. Could be true. Treasury Department saying it. I mean, listen, could be true, but I was just going to say if there's ever, if anything ever happens, I can blame somebody and there's somebody I don't like nearby, I'm just going to blame them. So who knows if that's true or not. And last but not least, of course, check out iCointechnology.com if you're looking for a hardware wallet. You can also check them out on the Verizon store. And again, what I really like about them is that when we did the internal consultation last year, they listened to us, they changed some things. And it sounds like Verizon had to do their own security audit too. So, I mean, you literally have about 2 or 3 different sources saying, yeah, we checked it out. We took a peek. All seems to be good to go. Now, of course, you should always do your own research. And that means digging into it yourself. Maybe you want to order one and do some back-end testing on it. Maybe you want to compare different wallets. Maybe you want to actually read the fine print. We encourage you to do all of those things. But again, that's iCointechnology.com. Partnership with Verizon Wireless as well. Make sure you smash that like and share. Happy Easter weekend. Speaking of Easter weekend, thank you for saying that. We'll be off Monday. We will be off Monday. But yes, other than that, we will see you all on Tuesday of next week. Cheers.